Hello, Stardust Explorers. Welcome back to Stardust Discovery. Today, I, Adeze Ibi, you can also call me Astro Princess, will be leading us through solving some physics examination questions from the West African Secondary School Certificate Examination past question. So we'll be looking at a topic today called elasticity. Starting off with the June 2021 examination past question, we'll start with the theory part of them. There are different sections of this examination, and I think the theory question is a good place to start. So for us to get into it, I would like to take time to explain to you, first of all, the marking guide for this part. So the theory has two sections. One of them has about 7 questions where you have to select 5, and the other one you have to select 3 questions. Those ones are usually cumbersome. Now we are starting with the first part. Now this part has 5 questions you're supposed to select from, and each of that question would have 3 marks. Now we'll be discussing how these 3 marks are assigned in your solution. Now let's start with the question itself. The load extension graph of an elastic material is illustrated below. Use the graph to determine the work done in stretching the material. Now we are given this graph sheet where the x-axis is the extension and the y-axis is your load. In order to understand this question, we have to understand this graph. So this graph is explaining a work done by a load of force that is 4 Newton. This load of force was used to stretch an elastic material by 1 centimeter. How do I know that? You have this straight line describing the work done, and the end point of that straight line on y-axis is 4 Newton and on x-axis is 1. Now the difference between 0, where it started, and where it ended, which is 1, gives you the extension. And in this case, 1 minus 0 is 1. The same applies to the y-axis. 4 minus 0 is 4. Now the straight line behavior of this elastic material tells us that it's obeying Hooke's law, and that takes us to Hooke's law. Excited. Now Hooke's law, if you remember Hooke's law, it tells about the direct relationship between force and an extension, where you have a constant of proportionality K. Now let's go back to work done. Work done is usually given by force multiplied by distance, because it is the energy that you use to actually move a material from one place to another. That is work done. In this case, it is the energy transfer for a force to stretch that material from whatever original length it has to a new length. And the displacement gives you the extension. So, but in this particular scenario, we have been given a graph. If we just take this equation, force times distance for work done, you might be tempted to just say, well, force here is load, which is given as 4 Newton, and the extension here, which is like your distance, is given as 1 cm. You could just multiply the 2, and that's your work done. But that's not exactly quite what you are looking for here. Now, if you look at this plot, the area that is covered by the journey or the work done really is covered by this shape here, not the entire rectangle. The entire rectangle is different from just this shape, and this is what we're interested in, because the force moved from here to here, making the elastic material to be stretched from here to here. And so we have a triangle, and this triangle, if you want to find the area under here, is usually given by half of the base times the height. Now, this actually will be the half of the area of a rectangle. Again, emphasizing to you that what you need is just a triangle. So if we take the base, which is 1 centimeter, and take the height, which is 4 Newton, and apply that into this equation, we will get the work done. Now, in order for you to get your full marks, you need to make sure that you've stated your formula properly, you're substituting the equations properly as well with the values provided is another 1 mark. And then your answer with the right unit is another 1 full mark. Now, there is something called the System International Unit. You must make sure that all your values and parameters are in that unit. For example, the extension here is in centimeter, and centimeter is not an SI unit. The SI unit for length is meter, so we have to convert a centimeter to meter, and we do that by divided by 100 to get you from centimeters to meters. I will be making a video very soon on this SI unit to help people navigate that system. And if you provide the right answer without the correct SI unit, you might be losing half a mark. So these are some tips to keep in mind, and I hope this is clear. If this video was helpful, please like the video, comment, let me know how you think, what you think concerning this video. Ask me your questions, subscribe using the handle that I've shown at Discovery Stardust, and I will see you in our next one. I will leave you with this word by Abraham Lincoln, that the best way to predict your future is to create it. And with this, I will see you in our next video. Bye.